Okay, Ocean State running here with Barrington coach Ann Marie Gower, whose team is competing here today at the Metropolitan Division Showdown with LaSalle Academy. But Ann Marie, let's talk about this team. So a slightly different team from last year that finished as a runner-up, just 1 point behind East Greenwich. You lost 4 from last year. Talk about this season. I mean, you girls still look strong, and we're 7-1 coming into this meet.
It's been a different season. Chose this year because of COVID to not really do as much summer training. The kids did a lot of summer training together, but not with me. We didn't start our season together until the first day of the season, which it may have made a difference a little bit in that respect. They've worked hard. It's been hard to keep on with everything, with all the different restrictions, but I mean, everybody's got the same thing. The girls are working hard. I've got a lot of young kids that are starting to step up a little bit. Our 7 spread today was one of the best we've had all season. Definitely not the team that we've had in the past few years, but again, everybody working hard and trying to make it each week ahead of the time.
Yeah, like I said, you lost 4 from last year, including 2 that were in your top 5. So how does a team recover from that or something like that? Have you experienced that before, like where you lost that many?
We have. Oftentimes we've had a lot of good freshman years. We haven't really had a freshman powerhouse year in probably 4 years now with these 2 seniors of Megan and Lindsay. So that's difficult. And then in that right now I've got 3 seniors on the team this year. So the future needs to be a little bit more of a building type season coming ahead. It's sometimes not easy to try to come off of that because it's a totally different mindset with the kids. Sometimes they get used to that expectation of always being up front, and then all of a sudden things are different, and sometimes it's hard to work with that. But they worked hard, and like I said, we've got some young kids that have stepped up that I did not expect to, so that's always a surprise.
So who are some of those young kids?
So Olivia Johnson, who actually didn't do cross country last year, she was a soccer player. She ran indoor track and would have run outdoor track. She decided she wanted to, and she actually was a sprinter with me throughout indoor. Virginia Sanderson, sophomore, who didn't really do much of any sport, and then did a little indoor out in last season. She stepped it up today, being my number 7th. Maria Gunnis, who's a senior, has really kind of moved up as the years are going by, but she's been one of the top athletes as well. And then we've got a young Jane Bryant, who's a freshman. She didn't quite make the top 7, but she's moved up from almost back of the pack all the way up to number 8 today. So it happens. Keep working hard and it'll come.
Now, Ann Marie, I know you've been around this sport for a long time. Have you ever seen something like the type of season that you guys are dealing with now?
No one ever has. No. It's like, you kind of cringe for some of those teams that, and yes, for all of our teams, but for some of those teams like an East Greenwich team and LaSalle team who really look great right now. I haven't seen some of the other teams in the state, and there's probably more out there, but the kids work really hard, and for them not to be able to have the experience of moving into the postseason and even New England's, I mean, that's everybody's end goal when you're those top teams, or to go to nationals, or to even travel to some of these different competitions. It's different, but I know here we've tried to do our best to make it like almost like an invitational type meet with all the flags and everybody getting a little bit extra attention. And even when we went to Portsmouth this past, that was the only other place we went, they did a really nice job too to make it special for the kids. So it's different. It's what it has to be.
Yeah.
So we just go with it.
And the thing is, at least they're doing it, which is
They're
great.
doing it, and then there was nothing for me last year not doing that outdoor track season when we had a powerful season cross country, powerful season indoor, and we could have had a strong outdoor season, and having to watch that just crumble, that was hard. And I think it was tough on, not so much for me, but for the kids just to not have that ability after working so hard for 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ann Marie, thanks a lot for talking to me, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Good job.
Thank you.